relentlessly on Agent Carter.
A woman from your lab died and 2 of my men were killed to hide the evidence.
I had nothing to do with that. Best way to explain is to show you. Only one thing was left behind. Zero matter.
Tonight, we'll clear out the laboratory.
We need to get to your lab to retrieve the research and the zero matter.
Whitney Frost?
I'll hand it over.
Dr. Wilkes.
You didn't make it.
Is Dr. Wilkes a suspect in the explosion at Iceland?
Why did he do it? Was it a personal vendetta? Is there danger of radiation?
Vega, clear perimeter. No press for 100 yards. Hey, hold him up.
I'm fine. How goes the search?
Slow going. Dr. Wilkes brought a lot of work home.
Anything regarding Isodine's work on zero matter?
Nothing that would explain why a bunch of guerrillas were shooting at you last night.
They were shooting at Dr. Wilkes. They wanted him killed. I suppose I did their job for them.
You know what happened at the lab was an accident.
Nevertheless, Dr. Wilkes is dead, and the only lead that we have in the case is a tie-pin. The same kind that Dottie Underwood tried to steal in New York.
I called Thompson when I got back into the office. Haven't heard back yet.
I doubt he'd call to report his lack of progress. Do you hear that? It's hollow.
There must be 50 grand in here.
Plane ticket to Moscow, one way. And a Russian passport.
Why would Wilkes have a Russian passport?
Maybe because he's a Russian spy.
Do you have any evidence to support that preposterous theory, Agent Vega?
Found this under his mattress. Tokarev TT-33. Same gun that was used to kill the agents moving Jane Scott's body. Pal Wilkes wasn't just a spy. He killed 2 of our guys.
A spy who hides every bit of incriminating evidence in one easily discovered place? I don't believe it for one moment.
You think someone planted all this?
I think Isodine is trying to frame Dr. Wilkes, and they want us to do their dirty work.
End of the line, Colt. Ain't nowhere else for you to hide. I own this town.
Tough talk, Sheriff. Now, draw!
Hold it! You're in the shot. Still in the shot. Cut! That's lunch. 1 hour, everybody.
Mr. Stark, we have brushes for you to look at.
I always thought you should be in pictures, Peg. What do you say? Arlene French called in drunk. You want to play a sassy beer wench?
I'd rather be the cowboy.
I like it. I don't think the audience is ready yet.
But they're ready for a movie based on a comic book. Sounds like a dreadful idea.
I'll have you know this is a historical drama. Kid Colt was a real person. And if it fails, there'll be a substantial write-off come tax season. Sorry I missed you last night. We wrapped late. And Irene Dunn and I wrapped even later.
Do you have time to talk about the real world for a moment?
Unbelievable.
That rift snuffed out that atomic explosion like a match. You got a blockbuster flick on your hands, Peg. You any idea what could do that?
Zero matter. Or at least that's what Dr. Wilkes thought. I was hoping you'd have some answers.
Well, that kind of power doesn't exist in the natural world. This zero matter stuff, this could be the greatest find of the century.
Well, apparently it's important enough for Isodine to fabricate a story about Dr. Wilkes being a communist.
You know, that's an easy enough setup. He's already a target because of the color of his skin.
I won't let them tarnish Dr. Wilkes' name like this.
Wilkes was a member of the Arena Club?
Is that where that pin is from?
Yeah, but I'm amazed they allowed him to be a member. They keep their ranks male and pale. Jarvis here isn't even wide enough for them.
Please. 1/16th Turkish.
What kind of organization is it?
Social club for LA's Silver Spoon crowd since 1906. The influential, the powerful, the reptilia and the redentia. The Arena Club is where they all congregate.
They've been trying unsuccessfully to recruit Mr. Stark for years.
I'm not a joiner.
Women aren't allowed.
Well, there's that too.
That pen belonged to one of the men that tried to kill me last night. And Dottie Underwood tried to steal one just like it back in New York.
Who is Dottie Underwood?
She kidnapped you? At gunpoint, not long ago. You were wearing your brown mohair jacket.
The Russian knockout with the killer backhand. A Soviet spy in an old boys club? The hell have you gotten yourself into, Peg?
I don't know. But at least I know where to start looking.
Scared the life out of me.
Front page above the fold. You were right. Calming angle was perfect. Cops didn't doubt our story for a minute.
Well, you're the one that sold it. I'm not the only actor in the house.
Why don't you at work?
Oh, I wasn't feeling well this morning.
You okay?
Yes. I'm better now.
Good. I'm gonna pull the 39 Moet out of the cellar.
Cal, what if I told you I wanted to retire from acting?
You mean after the election, right? I hate for anything to overshadow the campaign now.
No. Of course. Of course, there's just idle thoughts and...
When we win this thing and move to Washington, you can retire and have all the babies you want.
That sounds wonderful.
How did they get this? We haven't even released a statement yet.
Isidine desperately wants the world to believe that Jason Wilkes is a communist. And they have friends at the Times.
Wow. Look who finally decided to show up for work.
Jack, what?
An appalling surprise.
I missed you too, Marge.
What are you doing here?
Hey. I had some business in town. Figured I'd drop by and clean up another one of your messes.
Is that what you think you do?
Your incident report from the accident at Isidine? I fixed a couple of details.
I chased the Russian spy into the lab but couldn't apprehend him before he set off an explosion. This is rubbish.
This is covering your behind, Carter. I'm not filing a report about you running around Hollywood with this guy. People might get the wrong idea.
And what idea is that?
That you're a communist.
The only communist I know is Dottie Underwood. Have you gotten one iota of information out of her yet? Or is she still rearranging the office furniture atop your sternum?
Don't worry about things that don't concern you, Carter.
She was stealing from the very organization that we are investigating.
And that investigation is concluded. You're John Hancock, please.
I'm not signing my name to that.
Fine. You don't need to.
You can't do that, Jack. She was acting as a part of my investigation.
On loan from my office.
Isidine is using Wilkes as a patsy. They found something so dangerous it destroyed their own lab. Now they're pretending it's never happened.
If only you could prove that.
Watch the Isidine film. See for yourself what they're hiding.
Already read the book, and it stunk. Case is closed.
I'd forgotten what a pleasure it was to work with you.
Can't believe this. Absolutely ridiculous man. It's nearly 10. Does Howard know that I'm waiting on him?
Take a number, honey.
And who are these people, please?
According to the accountant's production assistants.
I see. Well, they all look very useful.
Not in the slightest.
Somebody turn down the sun, please.
You quite finished fannying about? You have work to do.
I am working. It's called thinking. They help me think.
I need to find out more about the Arena Club. Who's a member, who's a friend, who's an enemy, and most important of all, what they talk about behind all those closed doors.
I'll tell you what they talk about, buying low, selling high, and gout.
I want to plant listening devices in the club and let them incriminate themselves.
Well, that sounds boring. You want something jazzier. Besides, that club is men only, remember? And we'll have complications pulling that off.
My plan will have enough jazz for your liking, and believe me, you won't be bored. Come on. Who's a good boy?
Hey.
How's a good boy?
Give it back.
Just a second.
Chief?
Yeah.
Someone here to see you.
Vernon. It's good to see you.
Thanks for coming out to the coast on such short notice. How do you like it out here so far?
I wish I packed my clubs. But I'm guessing you didn't call me out here for golf.
You been briefed on the situation at Isodan?
Just crossing the T's on that report right now. It will be very uncontroversial.
The spy, Wilkes. He stole some sensitive material from the lab before he blew up the place. I'm gonna need your help recovering it.
As far as I know, we've recovered everything Wilkes stole from Isodan. What kind of sensitive materials are we talking about?
Oh, you'll know it when you see it.
The SSR isn't typically in the business of handing over key evidence.
Come on, Jack. We talked about this. They're bigger fish than the SSR, and right now they're more concerned with a breach of national security than evidence protocol.
How was the accident in Isodan a breach of national security?
If the material that Wilkes stole falls into the wrong hands, it could be disastrous for the United States.
If the SSR has it, it's in the right hands.
Don't be a Boy Scout, Jack. I know you understand what I'm saying.
If I find anything, I'll let you know.
You give me a call. We'll do lunch. Apparently, that's the sort of thing that goes on out here.
You'll find the majority of our membership hails from the Ivy League, of course. Harvard, Yale, Princeton. Last month, we even admitted a gentleman from Brown. Heaven help us.
Brown, heaven help us indeed.
Our members' median income hovers around...
Excuse me, Terry.
Torrance.
Yeah, that martini? It's been about 5 minutes.
Yes?
Well, how many more minutes before I get it?
Perhaps I could render your busy bartender some assistance.
I assure you, Leopold is quite capable.
Listen, Torrance, we got one hell of a building here. Unfortunately, what you got inside that building is duller than Sunday Mass.
Take my word for it, it can get quite raucous. Why, just yesterday, we had the monthly rehearsal of our very own barbershop quartet. I'm sure if you met some of the gentlemen, you would have
That's the problem. You got a surplus of gentlemen.
Women are not allowed in the Arena Club. The great Eleanor Roosevelt herself was turned away at our threshold.
Well, I've seen old Ellie's threshold. I believe you've made the right choice. Nope, I've got something different in mind. Jarvis?
Sir.
Welcome to the Arena Club, ladies. Now, don't ever say Howard Stark didn't get completely behind the suffragettes. You'll find the lounge through here and the pool table on the left. Anyone gives you any lip, tell them with Terry there.
Mr. Stark!
This way to the bar, ladies.
No. You are not allowed in here.
Come on in, don't be shy.
You must be Leopold.
Allow me to show you how to make a martini in a timely fashion.
Security, we have a code pink.
That's what I meant by what I was saying.
I'm sure it's hard to see right now, but you just help safeguard your country's future. And your own. Give me security.
I need war shower in the chambers now. I think we might have a breach. I don't know. Just something ain't right. Just get him down here.
Hey, you. You're not supposed to be in here. Miss Wendy. The powder room is that way.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I get really confused around books.
You know what, Terry? I think I might have been a little bit harsh in this place. You're not half bad.
Mr. Stark, it's time to go.
Actually, your club's terrible and I'm never coming back. Come on, girls. Let's go back to my pool and play water giggles.
This is a private club in America. You need a search warrant, probable cause. What part of this case is closed? Was unclear to you, Carter.
I told you there is a conspiracy afoot. The Arena Club is fabricating the future, just the way that they fabricated the story about Dr. Wilkes. The newspapers I found are proof. The headline read, Anderson Ankle's election.
What the hell does that even mean?
It means he's stepping down. I speak Hollywood now.
The date on the newspaper is tomorrow's date. They were giving Representative Anderson a warning. Resign willingly and we'll play nice. Refuse and we'll ruin your life. Either way, the results stay the same. Calvin Chadwick wins a seat in the Senate. The Arena Club knows what's happening tomorrow because they're making it happen.
Do you have any idea the can of worms you're asking me to open? Rigging an election is a serious accusation.
All the more reason to listen to Peggy. Where are those newspapers?
I had to leave them behind.
Well, of course you did. God forbid bringing me actual evidence.
Hold on, Jack. If something comes up on one of Peggy's bugs, we have all the evidence that we need.
The bugs were destroyed. The club must have had some kind of countermeasure that shorted out all of Howard's devices.
So you've got nothing? Why are we even having this conversation?
Because we need to dig deeper into the Arena Club.
It ain't happening.
They're colluding to throw an election. They've already smeared a man they tried to kill.
But you are so hell-bent on clearing your pal Wilkes. I think your emotions are clouding your judgment.
You're being a coward.
Hey.
You are so afraid of ruffling powerful feathers that you're doing what you always do. Burying an ugly truth and hoping someone will pin a medal on you.
You're done here. Get on the next plane back to New York.
If he thinks I'm just going to drop this,
He's not wrong.
Are you on his side?
You know I'm on your side. I believe you. But you're kicking yourself so hard for what happened to Wilkes.
I got him killed, Daniel.
He went into that lab of his own free will.
He was a civilian, a rare bird trying to do right in the world, and I treated him like a soldier.
All I'm saying is I think you're onto something with the Arena Club, but if you keep acting like the Lone Ranger, I cannot help you.
I'm doing what needs to be done. If you're unwilling and unable to help...
Look. Peggy.
No, don't touch me. I've seen this before. This is a side effect of zero matter. If I'm contaminated, then you mustn't come anywhere near me.
We gotta do something.
I agree.
Wow. That's wild.
But treatable, I hope.
Damn. Should've used the cheap stuff. We get it. Stuff floats around her. Why? And how? Is she okay?
Everybody's so impatient. You're missing the obvious. Anybody? The temperature around Peggy is approximately 7 degrees cooler than the rest of the room.
Not unlike the lady in the lake. And the detective. And the medical examiner.
That's a constant. A good thing to have in an equation.
But they all froze to death.
Relax. You're not freezing.
and not contaminated with zero matter. Who can tell me how I know this?
Are you teaching a class?
Jarvis, you have a hypothesis?
There's a disruption in the gravitational field near Miss Carter.
Excellent. How do we get it to stop, Professor?
I've got an idea. Filmmaking is an art. It's more than that. It's science, which is why I'm going to beat these movie yahoos at their own game.
Because of your boundless modesty.
Photography is the science of capturing light in its permanent form. When you capture that light, the image is still invisible. And that's when the developing process comes in.
Using silver nitrate. That's what photographers use to bind images to celluloid. Come on, it's a strategic scientific reserve.
The silver nitrate creates a photosensitive coating, which recreates the captured image onto film. But Jarvis and I have been working on a new chemical solution.
Mr. Stark's process would make all invisible wavelengths, ultraviolet, X-ray, infrared, not just visible, but recordable.
If I can pull that off, I'll make a fortune. Another fortune.
You think your formula can make, well, this visible?
It exists. By definition, it must be observable. Ready to give it a go?
It's working.
Dr. Wilkes.
Howard, what's happening? Why can't I touch him?
He's visible, he's just not tangible. You can't touch him any more than you can touch a light out of a projector.
Is he ultraviolet?
He's somewhere outside our visible spectrum. Interesting.
Why can't he talk?
Say, ah. I didn't coat his vocal cords. Now I have. They have enough mass to create an audible frequency when they vibrate.
Are you all right?
I think I'm gonna throw up.
It's not that bad.
Am I dead?
We thought so, but apparently not.
Oh, good. Good. I've been shadowing you since last night, trying to get you to notice me.
Well, I was hoping my formula would create more than a visible presence. I must have fallen short.
Can we make him whole again?
I don't know.
Thank you for getting me this far.
Dr. Wilkes, do you remember what happened to you the other night at Isodyne Energy?
Yeah, in the lab, I was going for the zero matter sample, and Whitney Frost showed up.
Whitney Frost, the actress?
And wife of Calvin Chadwick, senatorial candidate and owner of Isodyne Energy.
What was she doing there?
The same thing I was doing. She wanted zero matter. She had a gun. She said that she knew more about zero matter than I did. She grabbed for it, it fell. Boom.
So she was caught up in the explosion as well?
I was closer, so I took the brunt of the explosion.
Howard!
The emotion must be wearing off. I didn't think he'd shed it so quick. The Brownian motion.
Fix him!
It's all right, Dr. Wilkes. You stay right there. We'll figure this out. From the pharmacy, give me some saline solution and some sterilized water. From the lab, give me some silver halide and some ammonium thiosulfate. And pick up any heavy metal you can find, just in case. Oh, and from the market, give me some of that cheese I like. You know, what is it? That yellow one.
Velveeta.
Velveeta.
I'll get 2 bricks.
It's quite a spring in your step, Jarvis. You and Peggy make a great team.
I'm happy to help out Miss Carter in any way I can.
You just make sure you let me know if I'm going to need to find myself a new butler.
I'm more than happy in my position, sir.
I know. I'm great. But so is she.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Unless you can improve on my formula or make it permanent, then no, you can't. I'm going to stay up day and night to figure this out for you, Peg. I know how important it is for you.
Dr. Wilkes is a crucial part of my investigation.
Of course.
And he's a good man who's in over his head because of me. He deserves a better fate than this.
Well, then there's no time to lose. I'm off.
Can I do fondue with that cheese?
You can't do anything.
We should get back to work.
I'm persona non grata at the SSR at the moment. I could use your help finding out what Whitney Frost wants with zero matter and how she purports to know so much about it.
You think she survived the explosion?
Well, I assume so. If a movie star had the sniffles, we'd know about it, let alone being blown up in a laboratory accident.
I'll do some digging into her. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to poke the bear. Miss Frost? Peggy Carter, do you have a moment?
Of course. And it's Agent Carter, isn't it? Yes, we met at the racetrack.
but we were never properly introduced.
I must admit I was a little starstruck. I've never met a famous movie star before.
No, please. We're just like everybody else. We put our pearls on one strand at a time. And they are just letting anyone waltz onto the studio lot these days.
I find being polite and asking nicely opens many doors.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Actually, I wanted to ask you about the incident at Isodyne.
It was horrible. It's just horrible what happened to, Mr. Wilson.
Wilkes. Dr. Wilkes.
Did you know he was a communist?
I can't say that I did.
I guess he fooled all of us. Isn't it incredible to think one of them could just infiltrate a secure lab?
What do you know of Isodyne's work?
Not a thing. Oh, please. The thought of my husband's work gives me a terrible migraine.
But you were there the night of the explosion. A security guard saw you at the lab just before the accident.
Well, he made a mistake. Let's see, I left Cal's office at 9. Security goes home at 10. I think the newspaper said the explosion happened sometime after midnight.
Papers are in the business of selling papers. Finding facts isn't always their top priority.
Truer words, Agent Carter. You know, last week the press said that I was involved in a torrid love affair with Cary Grant. Oh, I should be so lucky.
Well, that's why I trust my instincts. They're more reliable than what I'm told to believe.
And what are your instincts telling you now?
That things aren't what they seem.
Yes.
Miss Frost, we're ready for you, sweetheart.
Okay, well, duty calls, Agent Carter. If you'll excuse me.
You look great.
Oh, thank you.
That's what you're looking for.
Did you watch it?
I'm afraid Hayworth's not in it. I'm not interested.
You're doing the right thing, Jack.
I trust you.
No one will remember this meeting when the history books are written, but I will. If it was up to me, you'd get a medal for this. You're doing a great service for the United States.
That's all I ever wanted to do.
Lambda is given by Planck's constant divided by MC.
Except we can't calculate M without an accurate reading of your mass. No mass, no wavelength. Hey, Peg.
You're back.
Yeah, and he's good. Stark Industries good.
Excellent news. Chances are he'll need a job once he regains his corporeal self.
If he regains his corporeal self.
We'll get there. I just need to stay alert. Coffee. Who wants a coffee? Maybe Irish coffee. Jarvis, where's the coffee around here?
If he regains himself?
This is... I have no idea what this is, and I don't know if I can fix it.
You're in the best hands imaginable.
You really think Stark can fix me?
I meant your hands.
That's kind of you.
In a very short space of time, you've managed to do what very few have done. You've impressed Howard Stark. And you've impressed me.
You don't even know me that well.
I'm an excellent judge of character.
Couldn't find any coffee.
You're here late?
Yeah. Early bird got nothing on the night out.
Let's see what you have here. Magnus Gully, Buxton, Oklahoma. Sounds interesting. Almost sorry I pulled Carter away from all the fun.
I'm sure you two have plenty of excitement waiting for you back in New York.
Yeah. She's still a pistol. You two seem to have patched up whatever it was that sent you packing out west.
The only thing that brought me out west was a promotion, Jack.
You sure it wasn't a broken heart?
I don't know where you get your ideas. As a matter of fact, I'm getting engaged.
You're kidding me. Really?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Why don't you wrap this up? I'll buy you a drink. You can tell me all about her.
Sorry, Jack. Chief's work is never done. You know how it is.
Come on. Oklahoma can wait. You can show me that frolic room bar I keep hearing about.
Next time.
Yeah, you're on. Next time it will be. Take
Take care of yourself, Susan.
Safe flight. Nice shirt.
And then I thought she was just gonna pull out a pair of handcuffs and arrest me on the spot. Are you listening?
No, I'm listening. Peggy Carter, who does she think she is? Handcuffs.
We have to do something about her, Cal. She's not gonna just go away.
I got some friends in the War Department. I will call first thing and make sure she doesn't bother us anymore.
No! No! Official channels are not gonna cut it. I know women like her.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to let Mr. Hunt take care of her.
I can't do that. We've already had enough run-ins with the feds to last us all year.
She scares me.
It's okay.
No.
We'll think of something.
No, it's not okay because you weren't there. And you don't understand. She threatened me.
What'd she say?
She said she knew about Wilkes, what we did. She is dangerous.
Oh, sweetheart, calm down.
She's
okay.
using me to get to you. And when she does, I can't. I would just hate if this caught the council's attention.
I'll take care of it.
You'll call Mr. Hunt.
I'll do it right now.
I'm turning in for the evening, Miss Carter. Good night.
Good night, Mr. Jarvis.
Are you certain it's such a good idea to be exercising this late at night?
I find an evening workout is the best way to release the frustrations of a given day.
Yes, I see. I'm sorry you found the day so disheartening. Is there anything I might do to help?
Nothing comes to mind.
If you need a sparring partner, I'm sure Mr. Stark would be more than happy to hire one for you.
I'm fine, Mr. Jarvis.
Well, good night.
Good night.
Miss Carter, are you all right?
Good morning, Mr. Jarvis.
Miss Carter, how are you feeling this morning?
Reinvigorated.
How's the,
Well, it's painful when I remember we're on the right track. Whitney Frost acted rashly, and I will not make the same mistake. What's all this?
improved security measures. Mr. Stark spent a wee small hours bolstering the estate's alarms to ensure that we weren't caught unawares again. Behold.
Warning. You are not authorized to access this area.
Terrifying.
It's a temporary measure. We have no desire to spend the rest of time as a disembodied voice.
Run me through it one more time.
Okay. Why don't we take a break?
Peg, you're up.
Have you slept?
Nope, no sleep. Coffee.
Perhaps a little nap.
I'll do that on the plane to Peru.
You want the where now?
Peru? The country. Jason and I realized we need an expert in subatomic and gravitational physics. And there's no greater expert in the world than my old Professor Abner Brody. Unfortunately, he took his brain with him when he relocated to the Amazon last year.
I've heard of Brody. There's no one better.
You crunch the math. The lab is yours till I get back. Anything you need, Jarvis is your man. I'll be back as soon as I can. Where's my passport?
I take it you had an interesting night.
That man is a menace, a genius, but no doubt a danger to himself and others.
As he's proven time and again, but he's all right.
He's more than all right. He invited me, a stranger, into his home without a second of equivocation. You know how many people would do that?
He's a good friend. I'm sorry you met under such unpleasant circumstances. I shouldn't have asked you to go into the lab in the first place.
You mean my lab? To retrieve my work? Who else was supposed to do it?
Oh, nevertheless, I'm sorry you got hurt.
I know. But better me than you. Which is why I can't stay here.
Can't stay here. Are you mad?
Someone tried to kill me, and now they're trying to kill you. I'm removing myself from the equation before anyone gets hurt.
If you remove yourself from the people trying to protect you, you're as good as dead. Do you think you would have made it out of the Griffith Park Observatory without me?
I can hold my own.
Oh, don't be a ninny. You need us. And we need you. If Whitney Frost is an expert on zero matter, as she claims, you're our best asset against her.
Miss Carter.
You're not going anywhere. And it's Peggy.
Peggy. I'm not going anywhere.
Good. I'm glad you saw reason.
No, I didn't see reason. I still think I'm putting all of you in danger. But you don't want me to leave. So that's reason enough for me to stay.
Very well.
Wow. Usually gotta go all the way to France to get a hickey like that. Does it hurt?
Hopefully not as much as the bullet hole I put in my assailant's hand.
You sure you don't want a security detail?
I want to go back to work.
Thought you were on your way back to New York with Thompson today.
I thought I'd missed that flight. Did you find anything in your research?
Yeah, did some digging into Isidine, hit pay dirt on their secret weapon. An Okie named Agnes Cully, kind of like the Heartland's Marie Curie.
These are patents. She was an inventor.
And then some. Her work put Isidine on the map during the war. You know the radio frequency modulators the Allies used to send coded messages across enemy lines? Rotating the frequencies was her idea.
What has she got to do with our case?
Peggy Carter. Meet Agnes Cully. Whitney Frost is her stage name. America's Sweetheart is the brains behind Isidine Energy.
Every eye in the country is on her. And no one sees her.
How much time do you have?
Plane leaves in a little bit over an hour. Plenty of time.
I know you had a tough call to make yesterday, and I just want you to know how much I appreciate the faith that you put in me.
If you're happy, I'm happy. My pops will be glad to hear we're working together.
Great, that everybody's happy. Especially your new best friend. Jack Thompson, meet Calvin Chadwick.
Jack, it's great to meet you, pal. I can't tell you how much everyone at Isidine appreciates your help. It's been a hell of a week.
My pleasure, Mr. Chadwick.
Oh, you can call him Calvin. Although you might want to get used to calling him Senator Chadwick. Here's to the youngest member of the Arena Club, running for Senate unopposed.
Who could have seen this coming?
Congratulations.
Miss Frost, you got a minute?
Of course. Come in.
Listen, I just got off the phone with the studio.
Is everything all right?
There's no easy way to say this. They want to replace you.
What?
They're looking for a fresh face.
Someone younger?
I told them I would walk if they fired you. I told them nobody treats my star that way. They folded. Yes.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Well, you're my girl. I'll always take care of you.
Oh, Ken. Thank you. Truly, thank you so much.
You're so beautiful.
Ken, no.
What is that?
Nothing.
That is not nothing. What happened to your face?
It's nothing.
That is not nothing.
Wait.
Oh my God!
Oh, no.